Three-minute rounds. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. This man is 21 years of age, standing 5 feet 9 inches tall, representing CMMA, Adam Butterworth. And his opponents across the cage. This man is 34 years of age, standing 5 feet 7 inches tall, fighting out of the blue corner and representing Gorilla Fight Team, NICOLAE Pirogan.
The first featherweight contest of the evening comes in the 6th bout of the night here at Almighty Fighting Championships 3. Adam Butterworth making his second outing on Almighty. I remember him back at the Town Hall on Almighty Fighting Championships 1 where he picked up a win by submission. I remember being impressed with him that night, representing the Charles Martin Martial Arts Academy, opposite NICOLAE Pirogan from the Gorilla Fight Team.
And Pirogan, the significantly older man here.
He's in good shape and he's landed some heavy shots early on as both guys throw leather. Great sprawl. Practically had his foot on the commentary desk there as he looked to stuff the takedown of Butterworth. As I said, I do seem to remember being extremely impressed with Butterworth's ground game.
Beautiful reversal there.
I was going to say he was hunting the takedown there before Pirogan managed to get the reversal and end up in top position.
Yeah, Butterworth was going for the outside trip there, and Pirogan managed to kind of put a bit of a hip
looking
throw
for a guillotine.
Oh, he's got the head and arm. It could be that he could turn this into a darce right now.
Yeah, I think he just needs to watch the sort of the twisting. If his sort of position falls to one side, see how he's sort of scooting to his left. If he keeps hold of the head, then referee may just have to stop in. Obviously under amateur rules. No, it was interesting to see sort of NICOLAE in top position. Now, if you look at his attire, he's going for an armbar. His Butterworth.
Oh, beautiful there.
He needs to stack him. Doesn't need to be risking pulling him up.
No, you want to stack him. You don't want to pull out of that. That could be very dangerous for Pirogan.
He needs to put his weight down.
He's trying to slam his way out of it, and it worked.
I was going to say it worked on that occasion. I was going to say it was interesting to see him in top position. Given looking at his attire, he looks like he prefers a stand-up.
Definitely, you don't see that
flight
often nowadays. Somebody coming out in the Muay Thai gear, but I expect to see a few kicks, and they went straight to the.
Not sure what's happened here. I don't know if there's just been a glove malfunction. Neil Hall just stopping the contest before waving on. It looked like his thumb had come loose.
But we're underway again, and he's looking for the armbar. Pirogan keeps on leaving that arm up on the head.
Yeah, like I said, I do remember being mightily impressed with Butterworth's ground game at Almighty Fighting Championships 1. Pirogan choosing not to fire then when Butterworth sort of got himself back to his feet as both fighters trade right hands.
And they're both landing.
Pirogan coming forward, to use a phrase from earlier on in the evening, like a bull in a china shop. It's just swinging for the fences.
And he's leading with his head. That's got to be dangerous because Butterworth's quite rangy as well, and he's throwing that jab cross very nicely.
Yeah, he's taking some shots, but Butterworth has he does move when he. I was going to say he does move when he throws his shots, but he comes straight forward though. The good one too.
Inside leg kick stopped Pirogan in his tracks there.
Butterworth again, good knee, and again a lovely trip from Pirogan, but reversed by Butterworth. Pirogan needs to be careful then. Didn't know he looked like he was going to throw a knee.
Pirogan's takedown defence, and he's impressed me.
Yeah, he's been very good thus far, and obviously he got the trip, ended up in top position earlier on in this round. Probably did enough to take the round. Both guys sort of throwing shots, finding success with the shots. Both guys missing shots, and as we said, Pirogan sort of getting the trip and being on top for probably towards a minute of the round.
Maybe Butterworth has to rethink a few things here. He was impressive, but you've got to look at Pirogan. He's doing a lot of things defensively off the wrestling. When Butterworth's going forward, it's Pirogan who's reversing, it's Pirogan who's reacting to it, and he's ended up in a good position a couple of times from Butterworth engaging in the wrestling.
Yeah, I would have preferred to have seen Butterworth pull hard when he went for the armbar. He sort of had the arm in. Pirogan looked like he'd gone wrist control on his own arm, as most guys do. Sort of to try and pull that in. I don't think, well, I mean, as I say, I'm not going to question technique, but for me, I thought Butterworth probably could have rolled a bit more, had a good attempt at pulling the arm, but as I said, he managed to get back to his feet, and sort of threw a little bit of leather towards the end of that round before hunting the takedown. So we'll reconvene at the start of round 2.
If I was Butterworth here, I'd definitely be looking to see what I have available on the feet. He knows he's got the ground game, but he's also got the range here, and Pirogan likes to walk forward with his head low.
Yeah, sort of 3 or 4 kicks. Butterworth. Pirogan sort of just remaining in front of him as he comes forward, not really landing much, as we said.
And let's see what Butterworth can do here that may be a little bit different from the first round, because Pirogan's already got that underhook. He's already trying to turn him against the fence.
I was going to say, Pirogan's already got a very strong defensive.
He's got great hips.
Underhook, but Butterworth again. He's got the underhook. Butterworth relentless for the takedown. Finds himself in a precarious position for a moment as we sort of trade wrist locks and
these
head positions. Hall has just called time again. The thumb has come out of the glove. And I don't know if Pirogan was getting a bit of a warning there from referee Neil Hill, but we reconvene on the feet. Butterworth throws a good one too. Like you said, Pirogan, he sort of only has one direction and it's forward. Great sprawl.
That sprawl is he's got great heavy hips. He's reacting to everything that Butterworth's throwing at him in the wrestling department. I'm really liking his defensive wrestling here. I mean, look at him. Look, he's got the underhook. He's turning him.
He's got a very strong base. And he's, like I say, he's got the underhook at the moment. I'm surprised he didn't try and power to his right there just to try and reverse the position, but Butterworth will continue. As we said, relentless with the takedown attempts. NICOLAE quite high on the cage. I can see his corner across from me asking him to turn in. He's done that. He's landed a knee, and he's sort of now in the more dominant position.
He's looking to pull down the head of Butterworth, and I think he's wanting a guillotine. I just don't think he's quite going to get it here. It's more like a crossface at the moment.
Yeah,
so he's throwing some good knees.
Yeah, just needs to watch the knees as they sort of coming in a tight clinch.
Oh, it's always difficult when you're in there and you're throwing those knees.
We'll say there's all sorts you can hit. Generally seems to be the ones that sort of go south of the border, but Butterworth managing to get back into the centre, look for the takedown, and again Pirogan stuffs it. Great takedown defence. Sorry, reminds me of a Jose Aldo type defence.
Definitely, and he's cat-like reflexes, and he's an extremely strong guy as well. You can quite clearly see, and Butterworth, well, he's not at all having it his own way. I want to see Pirogan do something with this position. He's been in this position quite a lot.
Do you mean like ragdoll Butterworth to the cage?
Let's throw technique out of the window and just put him on his back.
And just throw him as we approach the end of the second round. And again, Pirogan's going to end up in mount. Yeah. So we're fairly, I'm going to say, even round for the majority in terms of cage control. Pirogan showing that he's got superb brawl and takedown defense. Butterworth showing that he's absolutely relentless with the takedown attempts. Not much landed in the way of sort of shots. Both guys had single shots, a couple of leg kicks from Butterworth early on, but again, a fairly close round. Obviously there was I don't even know whether to call it a takedown. It's not a trip. He just ragdolled Butterworth across the cage with
him against the fence, and then ended up in side control
and just lay on him for a couple of seconds. So again, a close round. Like I said, we probably gave the first round to Pirogan, so we've had 4 close decisions thus far.
I really want to see Butterworth come out this round. I want to see him take note of what's happened in the last 2 rounds. His wrestling has been stifled time and time again. You know, Pirogan's not going down easy. He's not. He's got, you know, he's got the balance, got the core stability. He's doing great. He's got heavy hips, and he's got strength. I want to see Butterworth come out, and I want him to see him take the centre of the cage and just use. When he uses his range, he's getting off good shots. He's scoring points.
Yeah, wholeheartedly agree. And I mean, for me, if Butterworth just could move side to side a little bit more when Pirogan comes forward.
That's it, and just stay in the centre of the cage. He's got the length. He doesn't have to worry about being in range for a big shot, you know.
Yeah, and I mean, he's thrown 4 shots this round, and all of them have landed. So he's quite clearly got striking ability. If he can move to side, put those shots together. That was a little bit better as he moved off the back foot. Pirogan again quite happy to just put his chin in front of Butterworth shots and throw that sort of looping left hook.
His chin's coming up every time he throws shots, and they're effective shots. He's landing, but you just got to think he counters there.
And that's it. And then Butterworth goes in for the takedown, and Pirogan again showing why his defence is that good, because it has been nothing short of superb thus far.
I know. I've not seen much like this before. He's been picked up. He's landed on his feet. He's been tripped. He's landed on his feet. He's reversed into throws. Pirogan seems comfortable here,
and quite comfortable. And as I said, if I'm Butterworth's corner, I'd be saying our game might be to get the guy down, beat him up on top, and then look for a submission or a finish. But it's not happening. I'd say you're going to have to go. You're going to have to stand with him, and you're going to have to look for a better opening in which you can get the takedown and try and pin your guy to the mat, or you're just going to have to swing and go hell for leather with him on the feet.
Oh, and Pirogan landed a shot that stumbled Butterworth for a second. Then there's a bit of blood showing on Butterworth's face.
Yeah, good outside leg kick from.
And he's pouring it on. You've got to think that Butterworth's tired himself out now. Look, pinning him against the cage, he's not getting anywhere with it. Pirogan's happy here. Butterworth's putting in the effort, and you know, he's looking tired for it.
And that's it. The definition of octagon control is generally not referred to as leaning on your opponent, doing absolutely nothing. So for me, Neil Hall bang on, instantly telling them they need to do a little bit, needs to work. Pirogan doesn't need to do anything. For me, he's winning the fight, and as I said, he's quite content to stand here. Maybe if he threw a few shots as well, but is he hunting the guillotine again? If he's going for a short guillotine,
nice,
he's pulling on it.
He's trying to lift
fight with him. He's nearly lifting Butterworth straight off the canvas, and now Butterworth's here. He's looking over to his corner, who are telling him to knee, but
it's not the position for that. I think Butterworth just needs to go all out and just ankle pick him. You know, just do something, because behind the back of his legs, on the upper thigh, he's not getting anywhere. He's got good hips. You just need to get those ankles out of the way.
Again, Pirogan sort of gone underhook,
and he's looking for that head and arm.
Yep. For me now, Butterworth needs to break off and just swing. Good left hand from Butterworth. He needs to go for broke. Great right hand. 2 good shots.
Pirogan again with a short jab. Just
good inside leg
chin.
kick. Time called. I don't know if it was a little bit low.
Glove malfunction again. That thumb's hanging out.
I don't know actually. I'm not sure it was. I think it was just a low shot. I mean, you're talking what? There's not much left in this round. So for me, Butterworth's looking at his corner. All you've got to do now is just swing. Because I'll be honest with you, I don't see Pirogan taking him down.
No.
He's probably going to walk into his shots based on what we've seen thus far, but Butterworth's got it all to do.
He needs to take a chance now. That's it. He's light on his feet. He's had a bit of a rest. Let's see if he can just swing for a little bit.
Good left hand again.
Good finish to the round.
Yeah, I mean, listening to that, Adam Butterworth's corner seemed pretty happy with the performance. I'm not so sure it's as clear as they might think.
It wasn't a bad performance. It was a good performance. It's just that, if anything, if it did come to it, Butterworth's beating himself a little bit by just resting against the cage. You know, he should have used that as like, right, okay, this is not working, let's get back out there, let's strike, because he's striking is crisp, it's long.
Absolutely. I mean, I'd be interested to see how this is going to go, because the heavy shots, all Pirogan. Sort of the majority of shots, all Butterworth. Pirogan obviously finding top position, getting sort of a takedown, ragdolling him towards the end of the second round, and taking top position then too. Butterworth, like I said, he's hard as hell.
They had the fair share of the submission attempts as well.
Judges taking the time, but as I said, this will be another close one, and we'll pass over to Lee Nicholson for the official decision in this featherweight contest.
Ladies and gentlemen, will you please show your appreciation for our fighters? After 3 rounds of action, we go to our judges' scorecard and we have a winner by unanimous decision. In the blue corner, NICOLAE Pirogan. And your appreciation, of course, for Adam Butterworth. Now,